Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will going to discuss some important questions of political science. So let's start our video. Our first question is the proposal for framing of the Constitution of India by an elected Constituent Assembly was made by. Options are Simon Commission, Government of India Act 1935, Cripps Mission, British Cabinet Delegation. Right option is option D, British Cabinet Delegation. The proposal of framing of the Constitution of India by an elected Constituent Assembly was by British Cabinet Delegation. Next question is, who of the following has started that the Constitution has not been set in a right mode of federalism? Options are D.D. Basu, K.M. Munshi, B.R. Ambedkar, A.K. Iyer. So the right answer of this question is A.K. Iyer, option D. A.K. Iyer was the member of Constituent Assembly of India from Madras state, who has started that the constitution has not been set in a right mode of federalism. Next question is, who of the following moved the objective resolution in the Constituent Assembly? Options are Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. C.D. Deshmukh. Right option is option B, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru moved the objective resolution in the Constituent Assembly. Next question is, the number of members included in the Constitution Drafting Committee was. Options are 7, 9, 11, 13. Right option is option A, 7. The number of members included in the Constituent Drafting Committee was 7. Next question is, draft of Indian Constitution was prepared by. Options are Sir B.N. Rao, who advisor to the Constituent Assembly. Option B, Sir Alladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, Chairman Constitution Draft Committee. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Union Law Minister. Jawaharlal Nehru, Prime Minister. Right option is option A, Sir B.N. Rao. Sir B.N. Rao, who is the advisor to the Constituent Assembly. Next question is question number 6. Consider the following statements regarding the composition of the Constituent Assembly. First statement is, the representatives were to be elected from the four constituents Hindu, Muslim, Sikh and Christian. Second is, the chairman of the Union Constitution Committee was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Third is, the total strength of the Constituent Assembly was 389. Last statement is, the drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar consisted of 8 members. Which of these are correct? 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 4, 3 only, 1 only. Right option is option C, 3 only. The total strength of the Constituent Assembly was 389. First, second and fourth statements are incorrect because seats allotted to each British province were to be decided among the 3 principal communities, Muslim, Sikh and General. On general category, all except Muslim and Sikhs in proportion to their population. Second statement is incorrect because the chairman of the Union Constitution Committee was J.L. Nehru, not Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Fourth statement is incorrect because the drafting committee was consisted of 7 members, not 8 members. So the right option is option C, 3 only. Next question is question number 7. Match list first with list second and select the correct answer using the codes given below. On one side given Constituent Assembly Committee's name and on the other side given their chairmen. We match list first to list second. The chairman of steering committee was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. The chairman of Fundamental Rights Subcommittee was J.B. Kriplani. The chairman of Union Constitution Committee was J.L. Nehru and Last one is Provincial Constitution Committee. The chairman of Provincial Constitution Committee was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So A will be the right answer. Next question is, consider the following statements. First is, Dr. Sachidanand Sinha was elected as the provincial president of the Constituent Assembly. H.C. Mukherjee was elected as the vice president of the Constituent Assembly. Options are first only, second only, both first and two, neither first and nor two. So the right answer is option C. Both statements are correct. Dr. Sachidanand Sinha was elected as the provincial president of the Constituent Assembly and H.C. Mukherjee was elected as the vice president of the Constituent Assembly. Option C is correct. Next question is, match list first with list second and select the correct answer using the quotes given below. List first shows first vice president of Constituent Assembly. So first vice president of Constituent Assembly was H.C. Mukherjee, originally the only Congress member of draft committee. K.M. Munshi was originally the only Congress member of the draft committee. Member of Constituent Assembly representing Rajasthan's provincial states. So V.T. Krishnamachari was the member of the Constituent Assembly representing Rajasthan's princely states. Chairman of Union Constitution Committee. So Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the chairman of the Union Constitution Assembly. So the right answer is option B. Last question is, consider the following statements about the judicial system introduced by the British in India. Statements are, first is, it judicially unified India. The British established a new system of law through the process of enactment and relevant interpretation of customary laws. In general, the British tended to avoid the customary laws of India. Which of the statements given above are correct? Options are first and second only, second and third only, first and third only, first, second and third only. So the right answer is first and second only, option A. It judicially unified India. The British established a new system of law through the process of enactment and relevant interpretation of customary laws. Third statement is incorrect because in general the British observed customary laws of India, not avoid the customary laws of India. So option C, option A is correct, first and second only. So if you like this video, so please like, subscribe and share. Thank you so much guys for watching this video and Jai Hind.